Hello dear students. So let us take the next numerical. So in this numerical, a small bubble is placed at the bottom of a tank containing water to a depth of 80 centimeter. What is the area of surface of the water through which light from the bulb can emerge out? Refractive index of water is 1.33, that is absolute refractive index. Consider the bulb to be a point source. Now, so here bulb is nothing but a point source. According to that given numerical, that point source is in denser medium, that is in water. So you just imagine yourself. Now, point source in the denser medium. Let us say this is our point source in a denser medium. Now, this point source is in denser medium. The height of a point source or depth of this point source. So, depth of this point source from the interface, this depth is equal to 80 centimeter. What is the area of surface of water through which light from the bulb can emerge out? Refractive index of water is given, that is 1.33. So here, when this bulb starts glowing, it emits the light rays in all possible directions. There is no any restriction to emerge the light rays in a particular direction. It can emerge the light rays in all possible directions. So let us consider the light rays which are moving towards the interface between rarer and denser, air and water. We know that light rays from denser to rarer bends away from the normal. That means when a light ray tends to travel from denser to rarer, bends away from the normal, next bends away from the normal, next bends away from the normal. If suppose at a particular instant, angle of incidence in a denser medium is equal to critical angle of this given medium, that is critical angle in case of water, then that light ray undergoes, if that angle is equal to critical angle, then that light ray grazes the interface between these two media. So already we have discussed this thing. So now I am going to consider that light ray. That means the light ray neither belongs to rarer medium nor belongs to denser medium. That means simply it grazes the interface between a rarer and denser. So let us consider the light ray from this point source towards the object. Point source towards the interface between a rarer and denser medium. Light ray undergoes oblique incidence. Light ray undergoes oblique incidence. Another light ray undergoes normal incidence. Like this, it can emit the light rays in all possible directions. Finally, it appears like a cone. For example, you just consider this paper piece. A point source is in denser medium. Now, point source at the bottom of a tank means at this point. Now point source is like this. Now the surface of water at which light can emerge out is nothing but, it appears like a circle at the top of the cone. Area of surface of water at which light can emerge out is nothing but area of the circle. Therefore, in this numerical we have to find out the area of the circle. That means the surface of the water at which light can emerge out is nothing but area of the circle. Now the light rays undergo oblique incidence. Light rays undergo oblique incidence. Light ray undergo normal incidence. If suppose in this diagram, this light ray undergoes oblique incidence. Direction of incident light ray, direction of incident light ray, direction of incident light ray. So this is the side view. This is the side view of the phenomena at which the light ray tends to travel from denser to rarer. At the interface between denser and rarer. So this is the interface, normal at the point of incidence. Normal at the point of incidence. So this is the normal at the point of incidence. If this angle in a denser medium is equal to critical angle, if this angle in a denser medium is equal to critical angle, then the refracted light ray grazes the interface between a rarer and denser medium. A refracted light ray grazes the interface between rarer and denser medium. That means here angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. Angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. So here surface of water at which light can emerge out is nothing but the area of surface of water at which light can emerge out is nothing but area of the circle. So finally it appears like this. So this is the center of the circle. Let us say S be the source, O be the center of the circle, OA radius of the circle, OB is also radius of the circle, AB is nothing but diameter of the circle. So it looks like a cone. We have to find out this area. So before going to calculate the area of the circle, at first we have to calculate a radius of the circle, because we know that the area of the circle is nothing but pi r square, that r is nothing but a radius. Here radius is nothing but OA or OB, because AB is nothing but diameter, half of the diameter is nothing but radius. Now from given data, height is equal, that is OS, or depth of the bulb, OS is equal to 80 centimeter in terms of meter, 80 into 10 to the power minus 2 or 0.8 meter, that is depth of the point source. A refractive index of water, N is equal to 1.33. the area of surface of water at which light can emerge out. Is area of the circle of a radius r, that is r is equal to OB or OA, both are same. Then how to calculate that OA? So here we know that OS, depth of the bulb from the interface between a rarer and denser, that is 80 centimeter. If this angle is equal to critical angle, then this angle is also equal to critical angle, because alternate angles. If this angle is equal to critical angle, then this angle is also equal to critical angle C. Now in order to find out OA or OB, in this right angled triangle OAS, this side is base, OA opposite side, AS hypotenuse. We know that OS 80 centimeter. We don't know OA, and also we don't know this critical angle. Among these two, one should be known quantity, but here these two quantities are unknown quantities. So in order to calculate a radius, at first we have to calculate critical angle for that given optical medium. So given data is in terms of refractive index, then easily we can calculate the critical angle for water. Critical angle. Critical angle of water. So we know that sin C is equal to 1 by n, or we can write C is equal to sin inverse of 1 by n, then C is equal to sin inverse of 1 by n is equal to 1.33. C is equal to, solve this one, sin inverse of, we will get a 0.75 and sin inverse of 0.75. C is equal to search this value in natural sign, then you will get the value. C is equal to 48.6 degree. That means here this angle is equal to 48.6 degree, and hence the refracted light ray grazes the interface between a rarer and denser medium. Then OA, radius of the circle, is equal to, then OA is equal to from a right angled triangle OAS tan C is equal to OA divided by opposite divided by base OS. OA is equal to OS into tan C. C is equal to 48.6 degree. Then radius OA is equal to, search this value, then approximately we will get 0.907 meter for 3 significant figures. So this is the radius of that circle at which light can emerge out. Therefore, area of the circle at which light can emerge out, already I have written that one, that is A is equal to pi r square. Then A is equal to pi value 3.142 into r value. So here r is nothing but OA square, pi into r OA square or OB square. So that is equal to 0.907 whole square. Then area of the circle is equal to 2.518 meter square. So I will try to solve this one. Don't write directly, search the values in a logbook, and then you will get a area of the circle at which the light can emerge out is equal to 2.518 meter square for 3 significant figures. So like this, in the similar way they can frame the question in order to calculate critical angle by giving radius of the circle. So if radius of the circle is given, then easily we can by defining tan C in this right angle triangle OA divided by OS, we can calculate critical angle for this medium, and hence we can also calculate a refractive index. Like this, in a different type they are going to frame the questions. If you have the knowledge about the concept, then you can able to solve the numerical in any way. So try to practice yourselves. And try to solve next numerical. Okay, so take next numerical. A prism is made of glass of unknown refractive index. A parallel beam of light is incident on a face of the prism. By rotating the prism, the minimum angle of deviation is measured to be 40 degree. What is the refractive index of material of the prism? The refracting angle of the prism is 60 degree. If the prism is placed in water, Ri of water given, that is 1.33. Predict the new minimum angle of deviation of parallel beam of light. So in first case, we have to find out refractive index of the prism. So let us write the given data. First one, angle of deviation is measured to be 40 degree. Angle of deviation, it is represented by capital D. This is equal to 40 degree. What is refractive index of material of the prism? The refracting angle. So refracting angle is nothing but angle of the prism. So in case of this prism, the angle between two well polished refracting faces of the prism, this angle is known as angle of the prism or a refracting angle, because that angle is between two refracting faces of the prism, and hence that angle is known as refracting angle, or we can say angle of the prism. Therefore, here angle of the prism A is equal to 60 degree. That means that capital A is 60 degree. So here we have to find out the refractive index of the prism. This is the first case. In the next case, we are going to immerse that prism in water. During that instant, and again they are asking to calculate the angle of deviation. In first case, they have mentioned angle of deviation, and they are asking to calculate a refractive index. So let us solve one by one. In first case, D is equal to 40 degree and A is equal to 60 degree. We know that refractive index of material of the prism, we know that Ri of refractive index of material of the prism that is N is equal to sin A plus D by 2 whole divided by sin A by 2. Substitute the values, you will get a refractive index of material of the prism. Then N is equal to sin A plus A is equal to 60 plus D is equal to 40 divided by 2 whole divided by sin A 60 divided by 2. Then N is equal to sin 60 plus 40, 100 by 2, 50, sin 50 degree, 60 by 2, 30, sin 30 degree. So let us take the value of sin 50 from logbook and sin 30 degree. So we know that sin 30 is 1 by 2. Then substituting these values, put the value of sin 50 degree here and sin 30 degree, then write the value, then approximately we will get 1.532. 1.5 is nothing but absolute refractive index of glass. That means that prism is made up of glass. So please search the values, don't write a direct answer here. After substituting the value and go for the calculation. So in the next case, when this prism is immersed in water. So now this prism is in air medium. In case of air medium, a refractive index of the prism with respect to air or vacuum is nothing but absolute refractive index. Therefore, this value represents absolute refractive index of glass or absolute refractive index of prism, because prism is made up of glass. When that glass is immersed in water, a refractive index, that means when that prism is immersed in water, a refractive index of the prism with respect to water, because surrounding medium is water, not air. Refractive index of the prism with respect to water is nothing but a relative refractive index. So a relative refractive index means by considering the absolute value of glass and absolute refractive index of water, we can calculate relative refractive index of glass. Through that we can get the minimum angle of deviation when that prism is immersed in water. When the prism is immersed in water, new angle of minimum deviation let us say already we have used this symbol D, so this is D dash, new angle of deviation. Now we can express this n both in case of absolute refractive index and in case of relative refractive index. So here we can also write this one as a refractive index of a prism that is made up of glass with respect to air, NGA, absolute refractive index, or simply we can write N or NG. Then here when glass is immersed in water, prism or glass is immersed in water, 1.33 refractive index of water. Through our calculation we get 1.532. So here we will get a relative refractive index. Refractive, when the light tends to travel from 1.33 to 1.52, then we can observe change in path of light in prism. Therefore, a refractive index of prism, that means a refractive index of glass with respect to 1.33. 1.33 is nothing but water. 1.33 is nothing but water. This first alphabet represents change in path of light takes place in glass, that is in prism, when the light tends to travel from water to glass. Clearly 1.532 is greater than 1.33. From 1.33 to 1.52 it bends towards the normal. It acts like a denser medium. The surrounding medium is a rarer medium. So this is equal to sin A plus D dash, new angle of deviation, divided by 2 sin A by 2. So we know that the relation between a relative refractive index and absolute refractive index. So this is equal to Ng divided by Nw. So this is equal to sin A is equal to 60 degree plus d dash divided by 2 whole divided by sin A 60 by 2. Ng is nothing but this absolute refractive index, or we can write Ng, or that is equal to n, because that is understood surrounding medium is air or vacuum. So Ng is equal to 1.532 divided by, from given data we know that the refractive index of water 1.33. So this is equal to sin 60 plus d dash divided by 2 whole divided by sin 30 degree. Again sin 30 is nothing but 0.5 cross multiplication. So here we will get a sin 60 plus d dash whole divided by 2, this is equal to 1.532 into sin 30 1 by 2 or 0.5. Then 60 plus d dash divided by 2 is equal to sin inverse of, substitute the value here, substitute the values. So here d dash is equal to, so sin inverse of this value, here this value is equal to approximately we will get 0.5759. Then 60 plus d dash is equal to, so calculate the sin inverse of 0.5759. So 5759 means approximately we will get a 35 degree 10 minutes. Then d dash is equal to 35 degree 10 minutes minus 60 degree, 35 degree minus 10 minutes, sorry, into 2. So this is equal to 70 degree 20 minutes minus 60 degree. Then d dash is equal to 10 degree 20 minutes. D dash is equal to 10 degree 20 minutes. You will get 10 degree 20 minutes. So by using logbook, you just search the values. Okay. So today I am going to stop here. Next class we shall see few more numericals.